place in advance. We can just go straight to
I'm
the event
sort-
itself. So.
I'm sort of wondering. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't. I'd like to have Malachar here to do that. So, is it terribly story breaking if we take some time to like figure out something else to do that's not so narratively central to everything that's happening? Whether that be
the
in the
casino.
school
The
or...
casino is actually not the part I was referring to.
What do you mean?
Said that he's gonna miss some important narrative stuff. Has nothing to do with the casino.
All right, but I'm talking about the casino. That's what I'm referencing. I'm not talking about what you told him.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine missing the casino. I mean, we can just not play today if that's what you want.
I didn't say
that.
Okay. When are we doing this thing again? That was the next day?
The following day, you're meant to go to this casino to go to this masked ball.
Okay.
A masquerade. Some may
Indeed.
say.
Nora shall ask if someone would like to dream travel with her tonight.
Arl is gonna look to her and just kind of shake his head and say, I feel like I've already been there and done that. Kind of overstayed its welcome.
Unpleasant for you, at least.
Yep.
Wasn't there more to it, though? If I recall correctly, this is above table. Like, didn't y'all decide, maybe I'm misremembering too, but didn't both of you decide, or at least Nora decided, that there was more to, there was like a door that you couldn't walk through, or like a door hiding something inside Oral Psyche? Am I wrong? I might be wrong.
I think that's metaphorical, what you're describing.
Right. But there's more to the story that Nora was curious about exploring, I think.
Yeah, but if Oral's not willing to share.
Mm-hmm.
Taking based.
Oral doesn't want people poking inside his brain. Not
understandable.
Come on, it'll be a bonding experience.
We needn't travel specifically through your dreams. We could travel through my own.
Regardless, I think I'm fine.
Understandable.
Or maybe we can do a collective dream trip.
I could not hear a word you said.
Sorry. I said maybe we can do a collective dream trip. Going to Arasaki as a whole.
I think maybe it might be warranted to sit and talk with you, Nora, about exactly what it is you're capable of. We haven't really had a moment to discuss this. Obviously, your abilities are impressive, but I feel like we know so little about them. About you, in fact.
Me? I will say, blinking slowly.
Giant fucking slithered eyes go blink.
Out of unison, like one and then the other.
Oh no, not the gecko blink. Oh god.
No. I've got the Major League Space Cadet blink, the I am not even on this planet blink.
Yes, you are, I think, the lone one among us who have, or who has some tie or tether to a divine space, I guess. I'm not, again, I cannot speak with authority because I know so little.
I
You
would
say
not continue.
you say you're from the Crystal Spire. I know something. I've heard the name of this place before, but I do not know. Do I? I don't know what. I don't know the overall gist about the Crystal Spire, Grim. I don't. Would Odin know anything about that? I can roll a history.
It's relatively obscure. Yeah, give me a history. I mean, you've probably, I believe you've mentioned it a couple times in the past, not you specifically, but the party has. So it's not like he would have had a chance to look into it. Yeah, 13 reveals very basic knowledge about the Crystal Spire. You know that it is a large mage tower of some sort out at the edge of the Fist of Eastus Desert in Aravina, and are an area now south of Aravina. And you know that they study cosmology, but I mean, that's about as much as you know. It is sort of mysterious. Let me take you guys to the world map.
How was it that you came to be at this place? Were you born there? Did you travel there?
I was born there. I suppose you could say brother. I think of him as such. Found me when he was just an apprentice. He found my egg in the desert. Well, I suppose he found both me and my egg as I had just hatched, and brought me back to the tower.
And so these mages of the tower raised you as you are?
Yes. I was told that they discussed for a time handing me off to one of the traveling dragonborn groups that were in the desert, but once it became clear I had the gift of prophecy, they decided to continue raising me.
So you feel you were born with this gift. You did not learn it at this place.
I have had it for as long as I can remember. Alder said that when he found me, I was sitting in the desert just watching the stars. There was some kind of cosmic event happening on that night, and he had traveled from the tower to get a view of the tower in the middle of the event and found me there.
And you cannot recall anything before this?
No, before that I was in an egg.
Oh. So, like, freshly hatched then. Sorry, I'm unaccustomed to Dragonborn in general, I suppose. So this... this event, or let me ask you this: with your gift of prophecy, have you been able to divine anything about yourself, or your origins beyond what you know already?
Nura will get this extra far off look and say, I come back there all the time. The meteors, the stars. I walk through the desert forever and ever. There is a face among the stars. She watches me, a dragonborn like myself. I do not know her. Or perhaps I have always known her. I'll blink and look at him.
Odin's just like nodding his head, but no clue. He's just kind of pretending. It's like, okay, yeah. I see. Well, that is very fascinating. You yourself are quite fascinating, if I might say so.
Cute.
Would have been the right time a while ago to put on neurasthenia.
It was a bit sudden.
What, in your time there, did you spend studying prophecy itself, or other forms of magic? What was it like?
It was very interesting. I was raised not with a single parent, but with many of the scholars who remained all the time. Like I said, my older brother, Alder Naramzi, he is a mage. He is studying time magic. Now he is studying time magic. Back then he was merely an apprentice. He has been there my whole life. Grandmaster Servilius Veron, he is the Grand Master of the Tower. You could say he's in charge, but he does generally oversee and answers any questions younger mages have for him. He is not necessarily managing all experiments happening. He is, I suppose you could say, like a grandfather to me.
Do I know this person? DM?
Oh, he is a part of the round table. I saw him last time. He was projected in.
It seems unlikely, but you can give me a history check. Yeah.
that's
No,
right.
he's a. Most of the wizards working out of the Crystal Spire, you can think of, and I say wizards, not all of them are wizards, but most of the researchers, mages, like, they are in a far-flung, like, isolated, like, you can think of them almost like astronomers. Like, they're the kind of people that are off in a faraway, like, research area where nobody ever knows that they're there.
And
Heard of this man, but that you say he is on the round table must count for something.
I was very happy to see him. It has been quite some time. And Nokrele, he has been there my whole life as well. He is the librarian of the tower, and he keeps all the research notes and all the references and books and stuff all organized and in the right orders. He is the one who did most of my education. The researchers of the tower are very knowledgeable in their fields, but not all of them are quite good at teaching.
I think I should like to visit this place one day.
I would like that. I am hoping to return in time for the mating season of the crystal spiders, so I can bring Lulila to meet some of her kind. I'll say, scritching Lulila's little head.
Nox just like kind of looks down at the spider and is like, okay.
Nice.
I will not press you anymore. I feel like you have revealed as much as you will. And we almost keep some secrets, I imagine.
secrets? I suppose, if you think I should.
I just mean I do not wish to pull your entire life story from you in this setting. Yeah.
Ah. Of course. It
But
is-
I feel like it is a worthwhile venture to better understand the lot of us here, and I think Odin will gesture to everyone.
It's true.
I will be right back.
So on that note, is there anything else anyone would like to touch on today?
What time in the day is it?
We'll say late morning, early afternoon.
And are we back in the academy? Kinda.
You could be.
Whatever. Yeah, it could be. I wanna look into Celine's story.
Okay.
Who is she and all that.
All right. Give me an investigation.
Sure.
Celine was
She was
The
the mage
researcher
at the Haribo Curiosities
Haribo.
yesterday. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay, just going through my notes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, you're
Ooh.
fine. One second here.
There it is, Celine.
Well, I wanted to look into her, like her background, meaning like is she coming from a poor family? I see.
Yeah. So
trying to do anything until and if I can find things, I guess try to find her.
Yeah,
almost
with-
stalk her.
with an 11, you sort of look around for a while, and you wind up going back to the round table, where Theron, amongst other members of the round table, have sort of maintained the case files for this investigation. And one of the things there is that she was at the scene of Haribo Curiosities yesterday, and she was noted to have left. And so there's a note that she's been apprehended and has been questioned, but that it seems that she was frightened and fled the scene because she was scared.
Okay. Since they already did the questioning, there's no. I don't think there's a point going to it more.
Yeah, I mean, you could seek her out. She's been released. You could ask her questions yourself. But it seems like somebody else, the investigators, some form of the police, have already found her, tracked her down, questioned her, and decided she could go free.
Do I trust the system? No, but I won't go deeper into it.
All right.
Hmm.
Stance on pets at the casino. Not likely to be appreciated.
Oh, poor Lulila.
I don't think they're going to notice Lulea. They will definitely notice Oral's cat, though.
Ah.
Why?
Wasn't his
Because
name
he's
Hawk?
bigger than a spider.
No, it's a dog named Cat.
Oh, right.
And it is quite large. That's the reason why.
It looks
Can't
like
hide
a
that.
normal dog.
I saw you updated the art.
Oral, can I ask you
I
something?
did update the art. I have it below my token. It looks like a normal dog.
He looks like he's gonna hunt and kill something.
Yeah, maybe like a hellhound, probably, rather than a regular dog.
Let's not jump to conclusions here, okay? He was
Have you seen a dog in your life apart from your books?
That Tailblade's living up to the name now, though. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
You
it
looking?
looks here. I'll put it in. I'll put it in the art channel. Like that just looks like
yes.
a normal dog.
Oh yeah. Of course, looks like a Doberman, maybe.
Yeah, like just if I put it. What if I put a really cute outfit on it, Grim?
Or maybe
it looks like what I imagine when I think of like a dystopian nightmare, like military tech,
Mhm.
coming in the next like 2 to 3 years. Yeah.
It's cute.
It's kind of played with the staff of the casino, and they said, he's a service dog. He has an issue, so I can leave it alone.
He is a service dog. He offers the service of stabbing.
You're welcome to roll up and roll persuasion, but I'm sure it'll be a very difficult roll.
Speaking of
Oral and persuasive without
Don't worry,
torturing
Grim. I
people.
got
No.
this. I got this.
All right, y'all, don't everybody talk over each other. Elias first.
Yeah, sorry. I said like oral being persuasive without torturing somebody. I doubt it.
Odin.
Speaking of that, how is Thaddeus Grimhart? Have you spoken with him lately?
Oral.
Oh,
You have not spoken to him recently.
No.
I believe
Given that we are-
you stuck a sending stone inside of his chin or something.
I did,
Given
but I
that-
haven't heard anything back from it.
given that we are descending into the Starlit Hollow and more in the propensity, is that a word? That's right, propensity.
Depends on how you're using it.
And influence of the criminal underworld down there. It might be a worthwhile endeavor to reach out to Thaddeus to see if he knows anything about what is happening, either with regard to the casino or anything else in the surrounding area. Fucking hell.
Well, Thaddeus isn't the one I have an agreement with. I have an agreement with somebody else. I don't know if he ever had a proper name or not. I think he did.
He did. Whether you wrote it down or not, I can't tell you.
I don't think I did.
It is far enough back in my notes that I can't easily recall it.
Yep. But he's the one I had the agreement with. Thaddeus has a sending stone in him, but I don't think I've heard anything back from that.
Do we suspect he is dead?
That I do not know.
Certainly would be possible.
Aside from this, surely some of us here must have some other contacts within the more seedier parts of the city, whether it be in the Starlit Hollow or not. I've spoken with this man, Epak Sul, who granted us the mask to get in, but we know precious little about what is going to happen in the course of events other than this masquerade ball. Is there anything else happening within the casino? Are there auctions? Are there... If there is indeed some sort of connection to airbells and the human trafficking trade or trade of other illicit goods, I imagine it won't be outward facing. But surely someone must know something.
Well,
Where are y'all at?
That's a good question. We never defined it.
Somewhere at the academy.
My assumption would be the Grove, where I've set up a tea set.
That would be if you are indeed at the Grove, then I cannot have an NPC intervene. Nobody knows that place exists.
Mm.
But okay.
I have ascending
We're
stone.
discussing crime and people just like pop in like so.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Mm.
Actually, Oral hasn't even been to the Grove before, I don't think.
I don't think Odin has either.
No. Yeah. Elias either.
Darn it.
Nobody knows where you go, Nura.
Only
None
the
of your
That was, that
silver
was
friends
a you
are
and that was
here.
a you, Axel, and Malakar thing, and
So it might
neither
not be the
Axel nor
Grove. It
Malakar
might
are
be
here.
somewhere else.
It would probably be.
You could still take them there. It's a
Yeah.
peaceful, nice area. But
That would be where I would initially take them if they were like, we need a place to hang out. I'm like, well, I have prepared a place. And I do believe I've mentioned it to at least 2 people in this group.
I probably would have run into Odin somewhere in the Artifice Wing. Where we would have gone after that is up for debate. I'm not
okay,
sure.
it doesn't
though. It doesn't really matter.
You guys are in some kind of a common area in the academy, somewhere
Yeah.
where other people could wander in and find you.
Are there meeting areas near the round table
Could be, yeah.
meeting area?
Yeah.
Or in the round table.
You could meet there
Maybe.
itself, yeah.
That would be somewhat less accessible, but I'd feel safer there talking openly about what's happening.
Okay, so assuming you're there, Theron will approach the group of you and say, well, if you don't intend to scout out the casino yourselves, you could at least meet with those who have already been doing so.
The Kingsmen? Oh, Caden's men.
Either. Either should be trustworthy. I suppose at this point you've already come privy to Caden's true identity.
He's been rather cagey about it, so I have not delved too deep.
Well, I am not one to reveal one's secrets for them, but you will find that either set of men should be equally trustworthy. Here, and he'll hand you a scrap of paper with some information on it. If you're interested, you can find, and he'll give you 2 scraps of paper. You can find them here. This is where they've been working out of. Go speak with them, see what they've learned.
Thank you, Theron.
He nods.
How are you doing, by the way? Are you recovering quickly?
He'll sort of stand up out of his chair, and you can see he's no longer got the cane, and he's got like a little bit of a wobble to him, but he says, I think I'll be fine. Yes. It's well, again, it's all in the mind. I'll be okay. And you can give me an insight if you like.
Oh.
Do it. Nice.
Yeah, with an 11 for Nura, I mean,
She blinks.
he gives off the feeling that he's a little uneasy on his feet, but that he's trying to push through. Odin, you get the feeling like he's probably already fine and is playing up his leg, messing with him more than what it is actually. Not that it didn't bother him, but that he's
Milking it.
I wouldn't even say milking it, but that's maybe the closest you could get to what it is. It's sort of strange. Like, you feel like he should be field capable at this point.
Odin's eyes will linger on him a little bit if he goes to leave the room, but he won't say anything. He won't address it out loud.
I will say that if it is in your mind, I could offer you some help with that.
He smiles. Well, yes, you did offer me such before yesterday. I would be happy to receive your aid. Perhaps tonight or tomorrow?
I believe I am available tonight. I think everyone else would rather not join me in my dream walking tonight. That is the impression I got. I will say, looking over at the group and raising an eye ridge at them.
Arl will
Which
vigorously shake
your
his
dream?
head in agreement.
Elias seemed open to it.
Yeah,
Which dream? Your dream?
my dream, your dream, a general between us dream.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps just a plain walk.
I won't mind that. I was getting curious the more you delved into it.
I think for this instance I shall pass, but I may be open to such things later on in the future.
Well, then the three of us, then. Theron looks at you, Elias, and Nura.
I will look to Elias and say, hey, if you would prefer just the two of us, then I can go with. Oh, you just said his name, Theron. Then I can go with Theron tomorrow and you tonight, if you wish.
Oh, no, you can help with Theron today. We can do it another time. I don't mind it. I'm not in a hurry. Since it's a one-on-one thing, I don't want for you to spend your energy on me.
Oh, was it one-on-one? I'm sorry, I had assumed that it could be a group exercise.
I think it can be a group exercise. But I think I can only give an effect to one person.
Keep in mind that anything we do tomorrow will be assuming we survive tomorrow.
Theron will grimace and say, well, that's a rather grim outlook. We'll have men stationed outside the casino who can help you if things should go south. Hopefully it shouldn't come to that.
I'm just taking it day by day for now.
I will reach out and put my hand on top of Odin's and say, the future yet stretches long. You needn't fear tomorrow. And then I will put my hands back in my lap.
Odin just deadpans. He's taken back by that a little bit.
Nura, if you don't have inspiration, go ahead and give it to yourself.
Okay. I definitely have inspiration.
Well, now you don't have two of them. All right, well, let me know if there's anything else I can help with. He'll return to his seat.
Theron, before you leave, since we're venturing into the casino, maybe do we have like a blueprint of the premises?
Yes, I can give you this. The investigators on the scene would have a copy as well, which you can refer to. But This is my sole copy, and he'll pull it out of the folder and hand it to you. Let's put you guys on the map. Somebody's roboting.
We can see nothing.
Rather than placing Oral on the map, that's not very helpful. Let's instead place the player token on the map. I'm gonna stick it right here, and then I'm gonna give it. Vision.
Sorry, I stepped away from the computer for a second to throw away something. Where are we going?
You're not going anywhere. Elias asked to see blueprints of the casino.
Okay.
And here you are, a party token. Feel free to move it around. You have. I don't have a version without all the lights on it. It might be easier actually, since you're asking for blueprints. I'm just gonna post it into Mythical Magus. That works. There you are. That's easier than having you drag your token around. But if you want to leave the token on there and move it around and like ask questions about what something is, you can ping it on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to
They
move
got a
around
rooftop
anywhere.
bar.
They do. It's fancy.
No pool though.
No pool.
The pool is in the very lower. That's not a pool table. Never mind.
That's a poker table.
It
Or
is.
something that looks like poker.
That is poker. Big
Dragon
kid.
poker.
This is a higher end casino. Pool would be more common in like a seedier bar.
Okay, on the rooftop we have a bar, pantry, and that's it. Theron, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Are we gonna have people stationed at the rooftop?
Theron will say, I don't know exactly what the plan is right now. You really should speak with the investigators at the scene. They can give you a better idea.
Because that glass panel at the rooftop seems an easy access for people to get in and escape, maybe.
He nods. Yes, it seems a likely place we would want to have men stationed in case Blackthorn and his heralds show up on the scene.
And is it like a casino / hotel? Kinda.
He nods. They have rooms available for their higher end patrons. This whole casino is like also built into like a complex. You can think of it almost like the Strip in Las Vegas, where there would be other nearby hotels, other buildings like nearby. Like this is the main building of the casino itself.
So I guess the second floor will be off limits. At least the room parts.
He nods. Yes, it seems likely that if you're to uncover any private meetings or any secretive information, it would be within those rooms.
Well, I guess we can use. I think there is like a common area on the second floor, like a lounge area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second floor looks to be like high roller. In general.
Yeah, the left side seems to be that, but on the right side there are rooms, but on the center and right part of the floor there seems to be like a lounge area, like a common area. Seems to be like sitting tables.
Yeah.
It's on a room, so I'm just guessing it would be open.
Possibly.
So if we wanted to escape the seeing eyes away from the crowds, and maybe we can use this area.
There's also some nice benches out to the back on the roof that I doubt would be busy.
Well, on the roof there's a bar, so I'm guessing there will be people there. So I don't know how isolated it's gonna be.
No, I believe he is talking about the back of the building up in the top right corner of the blueprints on the second floor. It looks like there's a balcony with a table, and on the first floor,
yeah, but those are connected. Those are connected to a room. So you
no,
need
I was talking
to have
top left of third floor of the roof. There's some benches back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, it's like open to the audience, so that's what I thought it's gonna be crowded.
What is this room on the third floor? In the bottom right. What is that?
Like a pantry? Not a pantry, like shed.
A shed?
It's like a garden shed.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get up there, but
There's probably a door, a staircase. There are staircases on the second floor that likely lead up.
You would likely have to go over this like shrubbery here.
that's what
this isn't like this is like a knee-high wall. This isn't like an actual like wall. You just hop over the hedge.
But there are also, well, sort of, kind of.
There's a staircase on the left side leading up from the casino. There's no staircase or anything on this side. Maybe they fly, maybe they use a rope. Who knows?
If we wish to have ears and eyes in the room, in a more private room, I can have Lulia go in there and contact me if something is happening, and then I will be able to see and hear through her if we wish. I can also summon another familiar for a limited time.
I, as well as Oral, both have access to drones, to spy drones.
Well, Lulia could blend with the area, you know, especially if she is just going to go from the ceiling, blend in with the chandeliers.
This is true. If they are crystal, she would be very hidden amongst the chandelier.
It's really cool imagery, by the way.
Crystal spiders are an invasive species in high-class areas.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting from the chandeliers.
Yeah. You know, like hanging with the strings downwards, looking like hanging crystal. Nobody would expect a thing.
Exactly. In the future, they will turn giant and pretend to be chandeliers to eat unsuspecting rich people.
You have mimics chandeliers, and now you have spider chandeliers.
That sounds awful, not gonna lie.
Well, it reads.
Well, I hope you were able to garner some useful information from the blueprints.
Mhm.
I do suggest, though, you at least speak with the men on the ground there so you understand what kind of movements have been happening, how heavily guarded they're going to be,
Mhm.
any sort of cover if you need to break off from the group. I understand Lulea will be able to do a lot of scouting for your party, but it doesn't hurt to have backup plans.
Since I guess this this blueprint is a document from, I don't know, maybe the city archives or whatever, I'm gonna scribble quickly on my notebook, you know, the general idea of the casino.
Okay. Yeah, you've got enough time. You could make a copy of it even.
Yeah, just general rooms, not the details, of course.
There seems to be another lounge area on the first floor to the right of the entrance.
Yeah, a small one.
Mm-hmm.
Opposite
A
to
business
the-
meeting room.
And an office on the opposite side of the hallway.
Yeah, but the office seems to be connected to the bar and to the basement. So I don't.
Not
yeah.
basement, second floor. It's an employees
It's
only area.
it's going up. Okay, next to the reception. Yeah, yeah. Okay, there's the staircase. Yeah. But where does that lead? Okay, it's upstairs. Okay. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, it's an employee only staircase.
I think.
Yeah, but I,
Go ahead.
yeah, I think the lounge area on the first floor, I think it will be pretty crowded, I guess, since it's next to the entrance.
I think it will be my intention, at least. It'll be difficult to know who is who, though, as we will be all masked. Did Apoc Soul give me the indication that everyone wearing a mask will have the similar effect that our masks give us, where nobody knows who anyone else is? Or is that
He
specific to our mask?
He didn't really indicate that one way or the other.
Okay. But he did indicate that our masks would hide our identities, right?
Yeah, like he described it as if you would appear almost like unrecognizable, even if they recognized your gait and like the way you dress. Like if you wore like your normal student outfit, they wouldn't recognize it.
Okay. It will be hard to know what we are meant to do until we are inside and see for ourselves firsthand what is happening. That's why I wanted to sort of try and figure out if there are any events planned, if there was sort of a itinerary or schedule of some sort detailing the course of events over the night.
Well, do we know, apart from the games, is gonna an auction will take place? Usually they do that, or I don't know.
Theron will sort of lean forward in his seat. I, again, would direct you to speak with the investigators on the scene, but an auction does seem likely. The question is, where on this premises would they hold such a thing?
And will it be public facing or
He
VIP?
nods. The latter seems likely. I fear that though we have a blueprint for the building, perhaps there are hidden areas not privy to the city's
Yes.
archives.
That was my instinct as well.
Mm.
I've been scouring over this, trying to find out where possibly the most likely location of a hidden entrance or something of that nature would reside. That's why my eyes were drawn to this shed on the roof. But if there is a hidden entrance, there's well, I guess we wouldn't know by the blueprints alone, but we were down there, right? And we did go in the casino, didn't we?
You
Or I
went
sent-
into another casino.
Oh, okay. But at any point in our time during the Starlit Hollow, were we able to see the casino and where it's situated?
Yeah, Malachar flew up to it.
Yeah. Is it like buttressed up against like a rock face, or is it open
It
air
puts you
all
on
around?
the city map. It's near a rock face, but it's not like directly against it.
Against
if that
it,
makes
okay.
sense. Yeah.
If there is a hidden location, a hidden entrance, it is likely to be underground, further underground.
That's this here. So it's like up against, but not like. There's some space again behind before you get to the rock face.
Something else that is jumping out to me of note on the ground floor, there is a staircase outside on the right hand side of the building. It looks like it leads to a kitchen area of some kind. That might, if someone needs to enter the building discreetly, that might be a feasible point of ingress. Let's look at the. Where is it? Silver Eclipse. Oh, it's like right on the tracks of something. Oh, is it on a cliff? Oh no, it's below.
It's below the cliff.
Gotcha.
And also in the blueprints, if the architect wants to hide secret passages, he just doesn't show the width of the walls. So
Sure.
maybe some walls are not just
Wider,
that
yes.
that thin. Maybe
Yeah.
there's like a passage on walls, and maybe they can move from that.
Well, one thing I can say, it is likely that you'll need to communicate with each other across a distance. You might need to split up in order to scour the location for any potential trapdoors, hidden walls, even teleportation circles. Again, we're talking about illicit activity. An illegal teleportation circle is not out of the question.
That is also a possibility. There might not be a hidden room in this building, but there might be a circle that leads somewhere else. Would it be possible to requisition from the king or, I guess, someone else? But I suppose the king would be the most obvious place to go for a handful of sending stones. So we might communicate as you and I do, Theron.
Theron will just push forward a little box towards you.
Ah, fantastic.
Already planned and accounted for. These are specially designed rather than a series of 5 different or a series of different sending stones to connect each of you separately. Each of these is a 5-way communication device.
Open call. Very nice. Conference call.
Yeah.
What do the stones look like? Are they just general palm-sized sending stones, or?
They are a little bit smaller, as if to be made discreet. They look like you could put them on your lapel, as if they were like a little badge.
Put them in our ear.
You could put them potentially in your ear, yeah. You could
They are-
wear
they
them as
are-
an earpiece.
A small crystal Bluetooth. literally.
I'll allow you to decide how you want to use them and what it looks like for each of you. They have some degree of customizability, but they all have the same function. It works like a sending stone, but it is an open call.
I will fashion mine into a little like earring.
Nice.
I'll like in my head they look it in my head this is just since you've not described it too into detail, it just looks like a little pearl. So I'll just like wrap it in like some gold, like a gold casing, and hang it on the ear.
Yeah, I would say in fact these were prepared specifically for this purpose, so they're each disguised as something that could easily be written off as part of your outfit. So it might already be fashioned as an earring. It's ready for you in that form. Like I said, there might be one that's meant to be pinned to your lapel, or one that might go into your ear. So they're already in sort of the form that you would want them.
Cufflink, full on Secret Service.
Yeah, cufflink. Yeah, I mean, very much so. Could be one of the, something like that.
I like that.
Very well. I think if we take these and barring any other investigative pursuits here, we might head down to the Starlit Hollow and talk with these investigators.
He nods. Again, if there's anything else that I can help with, or if you need help getting in contact with the king, just let me know. And he'll tap the other sending stone on the table, indicating you've got a direct line to it.
And do we have any indication of who all will be attending this event? I may have a single name that I've discovered. It is in the report, but I don't know if you've read it yet. It is Lord
Loust.
Loust, yes.
Yes, I'm familiar with the fact that Lord Loust will be there. There are a few names that we suspect will be there, but it is difficult to confirm. One name that you might recognize, if I can remember the name of it myself, give me a second.
Yeah, please.
I am to understand that one Amargo Manon Divise from Everu will be in attendance.
Can't believe you didn't just remember that off the top of your head.
Is that your cousin?
No, not exactly, but she is a member of the royal family of Everu. She's the youngest daughter.
Yes, from what I can gather, it seems she enjoys a good party. So perhaps that's all there is to this.
She's the daughter of the late king's nephew, oldest nephew. Fascinating. I'll look into this. Do we know who is holding this event? Do we know anything about the proprietors of the Silver Eclipse?
I suspect that it is the very same name assigned to the documents you gathered at Harabel Curiosities. Perhaps a code name, not a real name. Some figure acting from the shadows, though. J. Calvin was the name on the documents.
Is that in the story recaps?
It's definitely somewhere.
Should be a worthwhile notice to be in the story recaps.
This is, again, my suspicion. We don't know this for certain, but it seems a reasonable guess.
I'm thinking of things that I have one other favor to ask of you, Theron, and it might fall to the king as well, potentially. Would you be able to secure for us a copy of a disguise self spell?
Well, I could, yes, but you also have access to Nura's hat.
Oh, there is a disguise hat, isn't there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
Also, your masks will, while they won't disguise you as a person, like a specific person or look, they will act to effectively anonymize you.
Yes, but I'm thinking in the case on the scenario where it might be beneficial for us to
With your masks.
appraise the identity of someone else, influential or in charge. This J. Calvin, perhaps. If in the event of our attendance, Gareth does attack the casino, we should have some sort of contingency and plan to evacuate everybody, and taking the guise of the one who is in charge of the event, telling everyone to get out. I'm thinking in that line.
He nods. I can arrange for any basic spell scrolls you might need. And he'll nod. You can add one of any spell scroll you would like for level 1 or 2 spells.
Is that just me, or is that across the board?
We'll say this is across the board, and I don't want you to just drag it onto your character sheet willy-nilly. I want a list of anything that you're gonna add, and just to make sure you're not abusing this. But yeah, amongst the party, you can add one of any level 1 or 2 spell scroll that is available as a spell scroll. Some spells can't be cast through scrolls. So that would be typically wizard type spells are the ones that can be scrolls.
Yep.
While y'all take a minute to think on that, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Not yet a break. We'll take a break shortly.
Odin, do you have any spell you would like?
I'm
to be
looking
creating a spell?
through. I'm looking through the list now just to see if there's anything. Since we had the disguise hat, that was the idea behind asking for the spell scroll. But
Mhm.
I'm seeing if there's anything better or more useful since we have the hat already. I thought about comprehend languages, maybe.
And maybe open lock.
Open lock would be good, yes. Or knock, either or.
Goodness, knock.
Is knock?
Could you imagine?
Is knock? What level is knock?
I have no idea, but keep in mind, knock is loud as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a loud knock.
Oh yeah, you can hear it throughout basically the entire house.
Mhm. Yeah,
There's a level 2
11
spell.
Yeah, of transmutation.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be loud.
It's called knock, not quiet.
Yeah. You have a hand if you wanna knock quietly. Oh, and if you want like a silent knock, you can use magic hand for that. Mage hand.
Boo.
Alright, so have you all decided on any spell scrolls you would like?
There's a lot of spells.
Oh, we should get Find the Steed.
Okay. We'll say that whatever scrolls you're gonna want, it's gonna take some time to get them together. So you're gonna put in a submission request, and they'll be ready for you for tomorrow. So you can do this between sessions.
Okay.
I was gonna say Spider Climb, but that's only one. Gutter your way up to the roof.
Detect thoughts might be good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All right. So are you going to go to Starlit Hollow, or what are we doing?
Yeah, I think we'll check in with Malakar, see he's doing something else, and we'll say just keep it simple and go talk to the investigator.
Yeah, Malakar at this point would have already left. And he would have told you that he's going to go to the Temple of Luna to prayer. And he'll join you later this afternoon. All right.
I'll arrange, or I'll at least try and arrange transport to be ready if it's not already.
Yeah, you've got basically train passes. All right, so you are heading towards the Whispering Walk, and let me change the music real quick. If I can find it. Aha, I like this one.
Does the train, so like the mouth of the Starlit Hollow, is there a train that goes down it, or is it just an elevator? I can't remember.
There's a train. There's a series of trains.
There's okay, so if there's tracks leading from the surface into the mountain.
Yes.
Gotcha. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's the main track that comes in at the mouth, and then there's like the concentric circle, but there's other tracks that lead out up into the sides of the mountain. So if you look at Mirrodin itself, you can see the walls, right? But the walls have train tracks built into them, and some of the walls go into the mountain, and so there would be train lines that enter through each of these four corners as well.
Gotcha. Very cool.
So you've got those, and then you've got the main one going in through the mouth here. So there's 5 main entrances. There's also ones through the Argent Spire here, so I guess there would be 7. Which, superstitious as the people of this world are, that makes sense. 7 gods, 7 train entrances, makes sense. Okay. So put you back on Starlit Hollow. Let's get the music going again. Or ambient noise in this case.
Indeed.
So you're taking the train towards the Whispering Walk. The city seems to take a breath, then exhale wrong. All at once, the Magitech lamps lighting the streets stutter and dim, their lights stammering like candles in a wind. The train shrieks, its carriages jolting as though their rails warp beneath them. In the distance, the immense crystals at the heart of Mount Aegis, fixtures as eternal as the mountain itself, flash dim and falter, their radiance dying for the span of a heartbeat. And you feel it too. Any magic you carry, wards, enchantments, even the faint hum of attunement, slips away, creating a momentary absence. Oral, your arm fails, your legs fail you. For just a moment, the world is utterly mundane. But not everything fades. The saint-like mark upon Nura's wrist flares with a radiant silver light, sudden and undeniable. The glow does not dim with the city's sudden collapse into darkness. Instead, it glows now brighter than ever before, steady and unyielding. The train is currently careening down the tracks, trying not to fly off the tracks. You may now respond.
I think Odin just reaches out and grabs onto whatever seat he's sitting in, as a brief moment of panic flashes across.
Give me a dex save. Yeah, you managed to hold on tight. You managed to maintain your sort of composure, physically at least.
Does this affect Nura's kind of future sight?
A good question. As you, first describe what you're wanting to do, and I can tell you how that works, if at all.
Well, I'm just saying because Nura's basically, she always feels slightly untethered from time because of her prophetic abilities, so if that knocked out for a second, it'd probably be a little shocking for her to suddenly be in the present, completely present in the moment.
Yeah, give me a wisdom save with advantage. And 13. With a 13, you feel as if, you're being torn from your normal sort of feeling, your normal presence, peering through time simultaneously while living in the present. And you feel it's still there, but it's like being torn away from you. It's almost like you're reaching your hand out to grab someone and you can just barely touch their fingertips, is how I would describe the feeling. As that power suddenly leaves you.
I gasp as I'm suddenly very, very in the moment and look around like I'm seeing the train for the first time.
Okay.
I am momentarily disoriented.
What about the others?
I should probably make a constitution save, shouldn't I?
I think that makes sense, yeah. That's pretty good. A 17 in this case. Your legs have they're not working. Your arm's not working. You're like, it's as if you feel your body's there and then suddenly it's not. It's as sudden as whenever it was teleported out from under you. It's like a phantom limb. Like they're just gone. You see them, they're there. You don't feel anything. And cat has just crumpled to the ground next to you, like not moving, no light, no sign of anything. You hear a very light whimper noise come from cat, and you realize that this is the sound of cat's disjointed soul crying out, but the body itself is mechanical, magitech. It's like a living prison for this being.
Okay, well, I'm going to kind of get myself ready for what's going to happen, and I'm going to quick detach my arm and my leg. Because I can't move with them on.
Okay.
If they're not being powered, and I'm just going to try to position myself, try and grab Cat, and move us somewhere else that would be a little bit safer if we did crash into something. So presumably putting my back up against a wall that's facing forward or something like that.
Okay. Give me an athletics with disadvantage.
Oh, you're telling me it's
help you?
hard? You're telling me it's hard to
move with one arm, no legs?
I'll try and help him if I can.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I said athletics, but acrobatics is fine too. Yeah, with a 19 with Odin's help, you're able to gather up Cat, and the two of you sort of find some sort of stability against the wall.
Is there anyone else on this train?
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of like random civilians just going about their lives, going across the city. They are freaking out. The people are screaming. Somebody's asking what's going on. Somebody's doing a prayer. Somebody's bidding farewell to their child.
But Ola, if you kept your mechanical leg and arm, wouldn't be like a way to help you stand? I know they're not working, but
They would seize up in whatever their last position was. So if I was sitting down, they would have been stuck in a sitting position.
That would not be very helpful.
It would not be very
No.
helpful.
yeah.
So, yeah. It's easier to just leave them behind for now and come back for them. They're heavy as shit, too.
Mhm.
Speaking of heavy as shit, Elias,
Yes.
the stone in your chest, its presence is no longer pulling at you. It's no longer pulsing with power. It now feels as if there is a stone, like a heavy stone in your chest, pulling down and trying to rip apart your organs as it gravity pulls it down. Give me a Constitution save.
No fun.
Yeah, with a 20, somehow you managed to, and you can describe this. You managed to steel yourself to hold it in place to prevent it from ripping you apart from the inside.
Yeah, I just lay down on the floor. This, like this stone, my chest, facing upwards, and just almost like grabbing my whole chest, the stone on my chest, and trying to keep it at bay. And I just take heavy breaths. And I just close my eyes and try to calm myself and, be grounded into the moment.
And then, in the blink of an eye, everything returns. The lamps burn steady again. The crystals gleam as though nothing happened. The train catches back on the rails and resumes its rhythm. All around you, the citizens are shaken and confused. A child tugs at their mother's hand. And most of Mirrodin simply forces itself onward.
That wasn't good.
Yep.
I'm gonna help Oral back to his arm and leg. And I'll help him bring Cat with him back to wherever we were set before. I'm gonna immediately take out my sending stone and contact Theron.
Oh, Odin, are you okay?
Yes, we're fine here, a bit shaken, but what happens? What was that?
I don't know. All of a sudden, the academy was falling. Was plummeting through the air. I could do all I could was to hold on to the table below me.
We have visual on the Heart of Aegis. It's dimmed for a moment. And all magic ceased to work.
He's silent for a long time.
Can we hear this? Like, Odin's side?
Yeah, you would hear Odin's side.
Not all magic. I will say softly.
Hold on a minute, Theron, and I'll look over to Nura. What?
My mark. I will reveal it. It glows brighter.
I'll immediately try and pull her hand down to conceal it, since we're in a public space.
Yeah, there was a kid was looking over at y'all, and his eyes light up, and he's not quite sure what he saw, but he tells another kid next to him, and then the other kid no, you're dumb, that can't be real, or something like that.
I'll have vanished it once he tries to cover it.
Take stock of what the situation is at the academy. We'll talk when we return. Everyone is fine, but something has happened.
I fear that things are accelerating faster than we can keep up with them. I fear if we mobilize the entire round table, it won't be enough at this point.
Let us not jump to conclusions yet. We?
Yes, well, I will gather my bearings and see what we can find out. Surely somebody must have some ideas as to what has just occurred.
Take heart, Theron. We'll be in contact soon.
Stay safe, my friend.
I think immediately after... Oh no, I'll wait till later to do that. I will pocket the sending stone and just check on Nura and Elias and Oral, and then I will go about the rest of the train car and take attend to just civilians.
Sure, we can do that later. Let's check in on Oral. How are you doing?
At this point, provided Cat's back up and moving, I would have put myself together again a little bit more and started putting my life back together, literally.
Cat, much like a real dog, after this sort of surprise and sort of scary moment, will put its legs up on your legs and whimper and put its head under your arm.
No, it's alright, cat. Well, at least I hope it will be. Hopefully something like that won't happen again. It was bad for me, I can only imagine how bad it is for you. And I'll just give it a little pet on its head because it's a cute cat dog.
And it gives you like a nudge, like for you to like a dog would when it wants you to scratch it behind its ears. But cat is made of metal, so
I will still scritch it. Then I'll take a little pebble and I'll throw it at Odin and say fetch.
Odin, give me a dex save.
Odin's probably not there anymore. Like I said, I went throughout the rest of
This
the car.
this would have been like while you were maybe talking with Theron, because
This
you
would have been
took
when
the
you were
scene
on
for
the
a few
phone.
minutes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still want a deck save?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, so the pebble like goes past you, and dog like runs past you, doesn't like get anywhere near you. But yeah, anyway. Nura, what about you? Your perception of reality returns to its normal. Suddenly and shockingly. I mean, what does that look like for Nura?
My gaze grows slightly distant once more, and I slowly look around the place as if I'm not exactly sure where I am.
Was Nura normal for a second?
For a second, she looked extremely present, like she was looking around and actually seeing the place for the first time.
Somehow that's more disconcerting than how she regularly is. I don't know why.
A regular Nura is the tale of the end times. That's what it is.
I fear you might be more correct than you know. Why are we seeing this?
And what of you, Elias? The stone which seemed to be crushing down on you before, now you feel a feeling that you realize now you had almost internalized, gotten used to, but you feel tendrils of stone and magic forcing their way into the orifices between your organs, and you feel almost as if blood starts pumping, but a different kind of blood, like a magic pumping through your veins as the stone resettles, and you feel it adjusting inside of you, almost like when you're laying down and a cat's laying on top of you and they adjust themselves, but you feel it inside of your chest.
Interesting feeling. I just stay calm and try not to attract the people around me, to not bother them. Take a few deep breaths and push it on the side, because that's a thought for another time. But I turn to them and I ask, what is that normal? What happened?
I'm not sure who you're asking that. If that would probably be
to the
Oral
group,
and
I mean.
Nura.
Yeah, to the group, I mean.
Well, it's the first time I've ever experienced something like that. At least on this big of a scale. Can't really speak about anybody else, but it's definitely a bad sign.
Do we think that somebody was like a natural occurrence, or was it someone interfering with the ethereal?
I'm good at Arcana. I'll give an Arcana check on that.
Yeah, with a 15 Arcana. I mean, you said it. Like, you've not experienced anything like this on this scale. It reminds you, it's reminiscent of an anti-magic field, but on a much larger scale.
Yes.
The question
I will
is,
convey that.
how far did it reach? Was it
Well-
merely the close area? Was it the city? Was it the world?
We know it at least reached to Avalon. Theron said the islands began to plummet for a moment.
That is not good. They are over the city, yes?
Indeed.
On the chance that this may happen again, it may be prudent to move them.
I do not know if that is possible. I believe it is the heart of the Aegis itself that keeps them afloat. It is the mountain.
That is correct.
If they were to fall, there would be many, many casualties. Not just in the city itself, but in the academy as well. I imagine that the fallout would be
Catastrophic.
most of the city.
DM, are there any other floating islands outside the academy?
Like in Avalon or in general? in the world?
around the mountain.
So you've got the ones that you can see on the map. There are a few others, but nothing as big as the academy or the forts.
Okay.
So you've got the 7 colleges, and again, these are not accurate scales because some of them are higher up. That's why they look bigger. Like College of Cosmology is not actually that big. It's just high.
Yeah.
It's like a mile above all the others.
And they're constantly orbiting the mountain?
Yeah, they orbit. The Skyport and Fort Percival over here also sort of orbit, but they're not part of the Academy. They're just the most major islands separate from the Academy itself. There are other islands, but they would be of similar scale to these smaller ones with like maybe a wizard tower or two, or some like business that operates off of an island, like maybe somebody's personal skyport for their merchandising business or something. But the academy is certainly the bulk of the Sky Islands, and they seem to be, it's always been your understanding that they are tidally locked, as you described, to Mount Aegis itself.
So they don't rotate, but they orbit.
They orbit, yes, like planets. They don't go down. It's like they're locked at their height. I say they're locked at their height. They do actually move up and down a little bit. It's almost like what do you call those things for babies? The spinning things with the stars on them.
Orbital?
A mobile?
Yeah,
Or mobile?
Yeah, they basically move like a mobile, orbiting around Mount Aegis.
I think for
Alright.
now it would be best if we just continued on what our goal for the day is, and then pending that, we don't need to waste time down here. We should return and see what has happened, or at least listen to those with perhaps a broader perspective on these things.
as you say that, the train comes to a stop, and one of the conductors comes through and says, "We're gonna stop the train for a little while, do some maintenance, make sure the train's okay. I'm afraid we'll have to ask you to exit here."
Where is here?
Here in this case is gonna be the Whispering Walk. Somebody just removed. Oh, I did that. That's interesting. Is this new? Wow. If I put the party token over the word Whispering Walk, it hides it. Roll 20 getting fancy. But yeah, you would be here in this part of the Starlit Hollow.
Did the train make it to the station?
Yeah, it makes it to the station, and then
But
they're
they're
like,
not
"Yeah, we
moving."
need everybody to get off the train. We got to check it out and make sure it's okay."
Okay. Then we'll deboard the train.
Yep. Well, at least we're relatively close to the Silver Eclipse. So,
Is that like a
that.
staircase from the Whispering Walk down to the lower level?
Yeah, and it would be like a pretty grand staircase, and it's like cut up into pieces. There's little parks and stuff along the way as well.
As soon as we get off, apart from the people on the train, what's the general mood of the walk itself and just the people in the area?
Yeah, I mean, give me an insight. We'll say with advantage. 14. I mean, people are clearly perturbed. It's clear to you just looking at the people on the street, not just the ones on the train, but the ones on the street itself, that they were all affected as well. There are crying children in the streets. There are upset parents trying to soothe their children. The people in the this is mostly an entertainment district, so like the criers calling out for the different casinos and everything, or they're most of them have sort of just stood off to the side, almost like they're on a smoke break, and they're just like saying, "Screw this, I'm not working today." Like people are just sort of hanging out and like talking to each other. Like there's a general consensus of what the hell just happened.
Are people looking towards the Heart of Aegis? Like, can we see I assume we can see the crystals from here as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I've shared an art for the Heart of Aegis as well. It's not like something that you can not see. Like you see it from everywhere. They're massive. Like they span the entire height of this chasm, Starlit Hollow. They act almost like a miniature sun down here. They provide light to this what would have otherwise been a very dark cavern.
And they appear to be normal right now? No flickering?
Yep. No flickering. They appear bright, vibrant, the source of eternal light that they have always been.
But they were flickering when it was out.
Yeah. They flickered and went completely dim, like there was no light in them at all. It got incredibly dark.
Understanding magic through artifice the way I do, is the Heart of Aegis like a core source or fixture for leyline energy out of or in the region?
You could say so, yes. It would be like a major connection of magic, yeah.
What is okay, so thinking about that, and I'm sort of probably having this discussion with Oral along the way as well, just sort of bouncing ideas off of him. What is the largest ley line harmonizer you have heard of being built? And I think to that question, I would try to think of the largest ley line harmonizer I have ever heard of being built.
Yep.
Yeah,
Probably.
you can give me like an artificer's tools, or um, you can give me arcana as well. Either of those will work.
That's the same thing.
Yeah. So, a 12. I mean, it's
if I can give him advantage, just since we're talking about this
yeah,
together.
sure. 24. We'll allow that, since it will treat that as the help action. There's some pretty complex machines out there. The most complex things, which would require, therefore, the most complicated or largest ley line harmonizers, would probably just be airships in general. Anything that allows movement through free space, like an airship does, is pretty complex. You might also think of the main boiler in the cinder pit. So down here, like there's some massive machinery there, something like that. I mean, but with a 24, just thinking about the question that Odin has asked you, there are millions of ley line harmonizers throughout the city of Mirrodin. Each one tinkering away to pull in magical energy and light cities through lamps, or to power trains, or people use them to air condition or heat their homes. They're used everywhere as part of a daily part of their lives. So it might not even be the right question to ask is, what's the largest ley line harmonizer, and rather how many there are.
All of them drawing from the Heart of Aegis, potentially.
Possible. Oh, there's such a scale.
Do you think maybe if someone indeed did that, do you think that he was testing the grounds for a blackout of a larger scale and for a longer period of time?
Well, if one of these things suggests either or, there is a large device grander than any I have ever seen, drawing power from the crystal, or there is an undertaking larger in scale than I have ever seen, where many smaller devices, each at once, sap power. I struggle to imagine how such a large undertaking could be organized and activated all at once.
Perhaps the power itself is failing.
The power of the crystal itself.
The ley lines.
I think Odin
How magic
probably gets a
itself
bit of chill. Like a chill runs up his spine at the notion of that. That would suggest something, I think, far grimmer.
Indeed.
Would I, your
Reset,
trusty DM,
perhaps.
give you such a grim story?
What, the planet dying?
Less dying, more perhaps a reset.
Well, in any case, it may be worth speaking to the to the round table about some kind of evacuation if it comes down to that, and at least plans. I couldn't imagine risking everybody in the city, provided this happens again.
I do not think an evacuation need be the answer. The islands that float above Myrden were ripped from the ground at some point. Likely they could be set back into a resting place.
I do believe the resting place has been long built over.
As do I. And
That is
regardless, if they're coming crashing down into the ground, it doesn't matter if there was a proper resting place for them. The shockwave would still ripple out across the city.
No,
They'd go well
I'm
past.
saying if you set the islands into the earth, they won't fall. That's the
I don't-
idea.
They,
behind
I don't know if we have
gentle.
the power for that.
Were they artificially removed from the ground, or was this a natural occurrence much before the city was built?
Give me a history. Anyone. It doesn't have to be Nura. You're the one that asked it, but
I'll give a history. I'm not sure Nura knows this. It might be a random factoid Nock has imparted upon her.
yeah, go ahead and roll as well. Let's see who knows what. Maybe you all have different bits from history
Nope.
that you're aware of.
Nura has no idea.
So, Oral, you have the strongest understanding, and maybe this is because of your background in artifice. And Odin, you would have similar but slightly different knowledge. Oral, do you know that the islands that the Academy are built upon are in fact artificial? They were not there originally. The Heart of Aegis is itself, like, there's a massive mine set up there. Like, you can see, like, the cranes and shit on the map here, right? Like, people mine the Heart of Aegis for its gemstones, which can be used to perform all kinds of magical effects, but most notably, they have an anti-gravity effect to them. And you know that these some pieces of the Heart of Aegis were removed and attached to large chunks of lands, giving them flight. That is the origin of the Avalon Academy, or it started actually as a monastery atop the mountain, but that was where the first sort of island, the College of Balance, was created from. And then Odin, you know from your own history within Evru, there are similar locations throughout the lands. The most common are those ones here at and Mirden. It's rare to find such a variety in number of sky islands, but you know that they can be created artificially, and they have been. You might even know some within Evru. Elias, you know that there are sky islands throughout the lands. You know that, again, you've seen some in Silverthorn. You know also that there are similar sort of crystals to the Heart of Aegis, which are used to hold up large buildings, which would otherwise be impossible. So while not flying, they allow these large buildings to stand up against the weight of what they could normally handle.
So we
Like
could have
in
had buildings collapse during this point.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's like
It
in
depends on how weak they are.
in
Sorry.
very Polaris, instead of like like magnets, the stones, the Heart of Ages, for example, like pushes away the islands somehow.
It's
Like in very Polaris.
it's a matter of how it's configured. You can actually use the raw energy through magic. So somebody would have to cast a spell or create a mechanism to create the intended effect. The crystals themselves are largely just massive magic crystals. That said, do you know of other floating islands in the world that seem as if they are just natural? Like, there is a floating island above the western coast of Arianel that is believed to just be a natural occurrence. And it's not really clear where it comes from. Like, this map shows it the best. Got a little floating island here. Here's your crystal spire.
Would either Oral or I know of any mechanisms of artifice built on any of the college islands that help control or otherwise influence the connection they have to the Heart of Ages? Essentially a ship's wheel.
Yeah, there is some degree of control over them, but it would be like, like a cruise liner. If you want to turn it, it takes like 30 minutes to turn the ship.
Right.
Like, you could move them, potentially. Like, it's not physically impossible under the laws of magic. You could potentially move them. To what degree and where would you put them down? That's a trickier question.
Odin, in his head, I think, is already trying to work up the logistical and like mechanical things necessary to land a floating island. Like, how would you even begin to do that through means of artifice? Like, I think initially he's thinking of like, can there be cradles crafted strong enough to hold up an island, but on the ground to keep it from crashing? Because if they're artificially made, I imagine there's no place. Like they said, it's either been built over or craters in the earth to set them back down into. They'd essentially be man-made cradles.
Yeah, it's basically carved out of the rock of Mount Aegis. That's why it's a relatively round and smooth mountain, is because it's been carved over centuries.
So yeah, I think Odin is like in silence walking along with them as they head towards the casino, thinking about the logistical possibility or feasibility of man-making cradles or craters to set them down in.
As you are all walking, maybe lost in thought or conversation, maybe you don't notice it at first, but the city grows quiet. Oddly quiet for the entertainment district of the Starlit Hollow. Let me change the music here.
That's a good sign.
Uh-huh. I gotta find a good music, though. It's like, we'll just go with this one for now. It's always a good one. City's alleys grow oddly quieter. Then, in the gutter ahead, you see it. A rat's twisted corpse. Skin gray and puckered with veins like black roots spreading across its body. It has long since stopped moving, but it is clearly one of the vampiric rats you saw on the surface in Lowtown just days ago. Now, here in the depths of the Starlit Hollow. And you may put yourselves in this northwestern section of the map. We're going to go ahead and drop Malachar on the map. We'll have to retcon how he meets up with you guys, but he will have met up with you between the magic stopping working, and you all arriving here.
By the way, I don't know if I'm supposed to see it, but I see a dying cat. If you meant to have lights turned on or off.
No, you're good. There's no like borders. I haven't gotten to that part of the description. Just imagine you don't see it yet.
Okay.
What?
What
And
cat?
as I continue to read, like to the next sentence that describes that part. A thin trail of blood snakes from the jaws of the rat up into a staircase ascending to a shadowed alleyway. You have movement. You can do what you like now. Also, feel free to drag Cat or Lule or whatever else you want. Any summons.
Am I capable of making Lulea smaller?
Arl will investigate
Not at the present.
the rat.
Okay.
What'd you say, Oral?
I'm going to investigate the rat.
Okay. Do you want to? You can give me a medicine. I'll take an investigation as well.
Not as good as
Okay.
I was hoping for a +5, but
Yeah, just a quick look over. This rat has been dead for a little while now. It's hard for you to say with a 10 how long. It's a vampire or a vampiric rat, so it wasn't warm to begin with, which makes it a little trickier to know how long ago it died. But you can see it's got claw and bite marks all across it. And it looks like it got into a fight with another creature. And almost right as you come to this conclusion, you hear a yowling, desperate cat.
Should I go get one?
No. You hear from up the stairs to your left the desperate cries of a cat yowling in pain.
yeah.
I like pushed aside as Nora races past.
Yeah, the druid, I mean. Druid gonna druid.
Druid's gonna druid. Let's see. I have my limited spells for today.
Give me a second as I read something for you first. As you crest the top of the stairwell, you find a mangy cat lies wheezing, black blood intermingling with its own red across its lips. One of its eyes has been gouged, and its fur is a patchwork of matted wounds. As you draw near, the cat convulses and lets out a desperate growl, warning you to stay back as it drags itself away along the cold cobblestone. And it's going to try and back away.
I don't like this. As they're investigating the cat, I'm just gonna keep an eye out behind us and just all around. I can roll a perception if you want.
Yeah, give me a perception. Okay, it's a 7.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'll look
I'll use
towards
it.
Nera, or you can finish up what you were saying.
Yeah. As Arl moves towards the cat, I will say, hold on, give me a second.
Yep. Oral's gonna look towards Nera and say, "You can try whatever you want. I'm always for the saving of life where possible. But if that doesn't work, it's better for it this way. I wouldn't put that on any of you."
Agreed. I will kneel down and cast my spell. My one healing spell I have prepared. Ooh. Come here, you silly thing. Make happen.
Okay.
Uh,
Describe what this looks like.
I will kneel down, do my magical hand gestures, and say my words. And a okay, let's see. And a cat made out of stars shall materialize, and made out of night sky and stars shall materialize, and in the dying cat's space, and kind of sniff at it and wrap around it, and
Okay.
cat and its aura shall wrap around the dying cat and heal it.
As this magic envelops the cat, its back arches, its bones snapping back into place. Before its good eye glows red, and its wounded one begins to repair itself in real time. Its meal turning into a guttural hiss. And then from the rooftops above you, you hear more hissing. 4 pairs of glowing eyes peer down, tails lashing, claws scraping slates.
Yep.
Roll for initiative.
Damn it.
If the cat is already vampiric, my spell will not work on it because it does not work on undead.
It was not vampiric until just now.
Yeah,
Although I suppose you'd need to do some checks to know that for sure.
Well, I suppose if my thing starts hurting it rather than healing it, we'll know.
Yeah, I think though this will probably be a good place to stop. So we'll just stop here and pick up next time. Let me. I'm gonna move you, Oral, for just a second. You can be in that spot, but I have the hidden GM lair cat was in the spot you're in. If you want to move yourself back.
Grim.
Uh-huh.
The second that I saw its eyes turn red, I would have liked to attack it.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and make the attack.
Man, that's not good. I'll use my inspiration on it. I'm gonna blow my last one.
Okay, a 23 does hit. Roll for damage. Also, it's gonna take damage from that healing.
Yeah.
Okay, 7. You were specifically prepared for this. I mean, you didn't say you held an action, but I would count that as a held action. All right, and let me get all these guys on the initiative turn order, and well, I hope you all enjoyed today's session. It was a really important session for Malachard to miss, so he's going to get a solo session where he lives out the same thing from a different part of the city.
Side. He'll get to see everything come crashing down until it didn't.
How high
Yeah.
up are the islands? Like, are they visible from Mirrodin?
Yeah, they are. It's like a mile up.
And how far did they fall? Would you say roughly?
They were falling for a minute. So, you got to think they've got a lot of mass. There's going to have a lot of air resistance. But I don't know how far.
And how
say,
long?
How far can a meteor fall?
How long did the blackout last?
in 1 minute.
About a minute.
Well, hold on. Let's do terminal velocity.
I would say that the islands were falling for a minute, but that doesn't necessarily mean the blackout was for a minute. Like, it's sort of like they were slowing down as they fell for a minute. But I imagine the crystal came back on. So, like, the crystal goes off for like 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds. Islands start to fall. Crystal comes back on. The islands are still falling because they have mass and weight and are really big, so it'll take a minute for them to slow down.
Let me ask ChatGPT. Let's do the math. See how far they get.
I just want to know how scared the people on the mountain were. How close
They probably got very
Okay.
close.
how close the Avalon got to the ground.
Probably quite.
I would say they didn't get that close, but I'm gonna see what the actual math tells me.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how worried should the people of Mirrodin be?
I mean, do you want me to answer that?
Okay.
I imagine the number differs depending on how far the islands fell.
I am asking ChatGPT with Sky High as the reference.
Oh, one mile would take 18 seconds to hit the ground.
Yeah, that's
I'm
about
I'm
what
not
I was
sure
thinking.
Take 26 seconds. So it wouldn't have been a full minute. It would have been like 10 seconds maybe. So we'll say that they got halfway from their full height.
I don't think
I
I'd
also-
trust ChatGPT with math.
Yeah,
I've
the
seen
thing
it
is-
fail basic math before.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
but I'm
I
not
have
trying to
to-
like. It's the back of the hand. Like it doesn't have to be accurate.
I have to imagine you need to leave room because like the islands as soon as the crystal comes back on, the islands just don't stop midair. Like that would turn everybody into pancakes on the islands. So I have to imagine as soon as the crystal came back on, there was some sort of
Like a
kind
rubber
of drift,
band.
like a
Yeah.
drift, you know,
Yeah.
before they started to rise back up.
Yeah.
So they probably did get fairly close to the ground.
Also,
Before they
keep in
started
mind
going
you're
back
asking ChatGPT a question about magical floating islands.
I asked about
I
Sky
understand that.
High, and I also got 18 seconds. So, just saying.
Yep.
Sky High is basically fact.
It seems within the realm of reasonability from what I know of physics. I could do the calculation myself, but it would take too long. I
Yeah,
also have.
Visually, it's like they're attached to a rubber band, like you said. I was trying to think about what you meant when you said rubber band. I'm like, what does he mean?
Here's a handout for your vampiric cat. Also, the fact that there's now vampiric cats seems like small issue now that the city is trying to collapse. But
What's next? Vampiric bats?
I mean,
It's only been 3-letter words that end in AT so far.
don't know what to tell you there.
It went from a rat to a
Vampiric.
cat.
It makes sense that a cat would be the next thing up
I
the
know.
line since it's the next thing up the food chain.
But we gotta find Dr. Seuss, is what I'm saying. He's behind it all.
It's true. It's true. It was always Dr. Seuss. And if it's not vampiric cats, what's going to eat the vampiric cats? It's definitely going to be vampiric dogs next. Cat better watch out. Again, I hope you all enjoyed today's session. I will attempt to find some more fitting combat music to leave the game sitting on. Hmm.
I can't
we'll use-
imagine this alley smells good given this vendor stall right over here.
No. Yeah. Also, like notably, this whole area is like empty. Like there's nobody around here.
Fun.
All right, well, y'all have a good one. I've got to go prepare for my classes that start tomorrow that I haven't done any prep for yet. So,
Ooh, that's fun.
I mean, it's the same class I've taught it before, so it's easy. But I just got to get the canvas shell up and everything.
No.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Also, make sure you do story recap stuff. Let me send Justin a message and tell him not to look at it.
You can put it on spoiler.
Yeah, put it in spoilers.
There's a spoilers?
No,
I'm saying
spoiler to
put
the-
put like use spoiler like the
Oh,
text
the
spoilers.
Discord mechanic. Got you. Yeah, bullet points. Bullet points are handy.
I like the speculation as well. It's good.
I mean, that's to my artifice mind. It's the first thing that came to mind. Is like people are sapping too much energy from it's very Final Fantasy 16. Like the whole notion of everyone using the energy from these crystals to power everything, and mining the crystals to do the same.
That's an interesting connection point. Not the connection that I had in mind, but I mean that's an interesting one. I guess it won't be long. We'll find out what's going on soon. Anyway, yeah, everything will be revealed. But I gotta pee.
Yep. I'm gonna make.
If you need to talk to me, I can stick around, but I'll be back.
I'm gonna make a bullet point to select one spell scroll at first or second level. Yeah.
Yep. I summed it up. Anyway, talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Mm.